how's it going everyone? It's Vivi, and you know what? Jak and Daxter fans, let's rejoice. Jak 1, 2, 3, and X are getting physical releases, and are now available. Oh no, wait! Jak 1, both standard and the collector's edition, literally sold out in a matter of minutes. So what are we looking at here? Yes, I'm late on this, I know, but I still thought of talking about this. For one reason only, and you'll find out eventually. Let's start off slowly, okay folks? Limited Run Games, this small publishing team, known for releasing physical version of games, usually games which fall in the indie category. Well, this team, they teamed up with Naughty Dog and Sony to release all Jak games developed by Naughty Dog, physically. Jak 1, 2, 3, and X, under 2 editions. Standard, being just one game, and the Collector's, which comes with a bunch of goodies. First and foremost, Limited Run Games is not a developer. Get that out of your heads. They publish, distribute games. They got the opportunity to get their hands on a beloved franchise, Jak and Daxter. So get that, oh, they could be hinting at a new game notion out of your heads, okay? This is just a limited time thing. Do I even sound happy like the tone of my voice? Probably not. Okay, both the standard and collectors of Jak Precursor Legacy were available on December 7th, 5 days ago. Was this announced beforehand? Absolutely not. How terrible. Before I rant a little, okay, let's go over this. 3,000, well, let me start with standard edition. 5,000, sold out already. 3,000 for the collector's edition, but they only sold 2,500. The rest of the 500 went to developers according to the company. Once sold out, guys, listen up. They will not be reprinted. Yep, out of nowhere, and they're not gonna get reprinted, and that's all. Everything's been sold out. Awesome. This package includes Jak 1 on PS4, physical, something people have wanted for a very long time. Logically, this is the PS2 emulated version we got on PS4. They are not remastering it for PS4. Not to mention, that's not what they do. They just reprint, re-release digital games physically, in order to celebrate the series. How do you even preserve something if it gets sold out in a matter of minutes, and not to mention the limited amount of copies? The standard edition is expected to ship in mid-January, and the collector's edition is expected to ship in February. Collector's edition, well, the box is made of rigid foil. Comes with a never-before-released soundtrack CD. Oh ho ho, okay, but it's sold out. Awesome. The CD includes unreleased demos and alternate recordings. They do this now? Just announce it like that? Out of nowhere? I mean, people wanted a CD of the soundtrack for, let's say, Ratchet & Clank by David Bergeau, but that still hasn't happened. And yet, we get this for Jak and Daxter, part of a limited time thing. 18 by 24 exclusive poster, alright. A design archive, I guess art book in other words, containing never before seen art from the Naughty Dog binder from back in the day. A 16GB USB drive, which looks like a PS2 memory card. A 3-inch precursor orb made of metal. A foil trading card set. If you're wondering whether or not Jak 2, 3, and X will get collector editions, yes they will. Limited Run Games explained that everything should release by June 2019. We don't have exact date for the other games. So guys, if you want to get your hands on these next upcoming batches for the remaining games, keep an eye out. Because how this was handled, for the first game especially, it was terrible. So keep an eye out. If you want to follow these guys on Twitter, do it. By purchasing all 4 games, it doesn't matter if it's the standard edition or collectors, Limited Run Games will gift you a mock case of Jak 4? What? The mock case will include a code redeemable for a PlayStation 4 system theme based on Naughty Dog's original late 00 Jak 4 concept art. There will be no other way to acquire this item outside of this. So make sure to order all 4 of our releases if you want to own it. Fans who purchase all 4 games will be mailed the Jak 4 mock case after June 30th, 2019. To celebrate the physical releases, Sony and Naughty Dog released a non-free, classic-style Jak and Daxter theme. They're making it sound like they released more than 5,000 copies. Oh, don't forget stickers for your iOS device. I mean, if you're an Android user, well, say bye to stickers. There's another more expensive bundle which includes Headlander. What does that have to do with Jak? Oh, and look, it's sold out. Obviously because it has Jak and Daxter in it. They used nostalgia to sneak in Headlander in there. $155. How much would the shirt cost individually? Like really, how much do shirts cost usually? 25? Those wondering if Sly or Ratchet will be getting these treatments, go with logic, alright? No, because Sly and Ratchet never got emulated on the PS4. It is not possible for those guys, unless we're talking about remasters. So, with everything being said, my thoughts on this? Well, judging by the tone of my voice in this video, you've probably realized that I'm really disappointed by how this whole thing was handled. This ain't cool. This popped out of nowhere. First batch for both editions sold out in a matter of minutes, or should I say seconds. I heard stories on Twitter where people were trying to enter their payment information, but they were too late. While you're paying for it, it's still gonna get sold out. Not to mention, limited 2 per customer. Why not make it 1 if these things are limited? One thing I don't get, why is the Jak series being treated like this? First was the emulated games on PS4. They could have remastered them, but no. They released the emulated games instead. Why didn't they do the same for Ratchet and Sly? It feels like Jak is being put on the side burner. Yes, I understand the series is dead, but you know what I'm saying? And now we get this? Completely limited, already sold out? Yes, I know we still haven't got to 2, 3, and X. Surely the same thing is gonna happen to those collector's edition. They're gonna get sold out in a matter of seconds as well. They announced this on December 7th and got sold out on the same day. Okay, for the emulated games on PS4, at least Sony released a trailer. It was announced beforehand. But this? It came out of the blue. First batch got sold out, if I'm not mistaken, around 7 AM Eastern, was it? I could be wrong. But then they said, oh, we're getting a second batch by 6 PM. The first half got sold out before 6 PM Eastern time. The second batch was open at 6 PM Eastern time. But everything got sold out just like that. And there's a lot of frustrated fans, and I understand why. I feel like Jak and Daxter. Sony is scraping whatever's left at the bottom of the barrel. Okay, we're not gonna make another game, alright, so let's just use whatever's left and make quick bucks out of it. Sony, come on. Why would you limit this? Okay, I understand the collector's edition is a huge item, a huge box, with a bunch of goodies. But as for the standard edition, we're talking about a disc. Why limit it to 5,000? To announce this out of nowhere is where my concern is. This wasn't handled right. For the Jak 2, 3, and X collector's edition, I hope they announced it beforehand. Hey guys, in a week or so, keep an eye out, we're gonna release 2, 3, and X, you get it? Don't get me started on the whole Jak 4 mock case. That's not cool! For years people have been speculating Jak 4. Naughty Dog had ideas for Jak 4, but they ultimately scrapped it due to being a disservice. And now this, a mock case, Sony, why would you say yes to that? Do you want to trigger the community even more? I don't get it. And Limited Run Games even says, yes, this doesn't mean Jak 4 is gonna happen, but you know, we just went with it. But why? Imagine this happened with Sly Cooper. Oh, here's the Sly 5 mock case, you know the game's not gonna get released ever. Oof. I can already imagine the amount of frustration, anger among the community. So what I'm hoping for, guys, is for the next batch, please announce it beforehand. If you want to change the situation a little, make it better, just announce it before putting it up for sale, alright? So with that being said, guys, this is it. I shared my thoughts. I know I'm late on this. By the time I saw this, guys, it was sold out. But still, I thought of making a video, so you guys... hopefully to get the chance to at least buy one of them, 2, 3, or X. Oh, let's not forget, the standard edition, which is 1 disc, costs $25. For example, you buy the collection on PlayStation 3, which is 50% off, $5 US. And we're talking about a better quality here. They're selling a disc for $25, emulated, lesser quality than the remastered versions. $25, and limited to only 5,000 copies. There's something off about this, and it sucks. Perhaps you might say, but dude, it's a collector's thing. People are willing to spend $25 on a disc. Well, they did sell 5,000 copies, so that's one thing. Okay, the collector's edition, yeah, it's a collector's thing. It's more expensive, you know, collector's an egg, you get the USB, a poster, a soundtrack disc, I get it. But ultimately, there's just something off about this whole thing. But anyways, I've said enough, guys. This is it. I've been Vivi, and share your thoughts. Don't forget, I will leave the link to their website in the description below so you can check it out. Although sold out, you can still check it out. 2, 3, and X are still not on the website. I don't even think they will put them up for pre-order. But anyways, I've said enough. I've been Vivi, and thank you for watching.